will be the Boucan style smoked duck. We're starting with a 4.5-pound whole duck, unopened yet. So y'all get to see just as much as me what our Asian market sends as a whole duck, because it's a whole duck. They don't take off anything because you never know what you want when you get your whole duck. We're not going to be eating all of this duck, clearly, because, well, I don't know how to cook this part yet. But the tongue has been removed because that's an Asian delicacy, so they separate that. There's a little bit left there, but not much. But we don't need that much of the neck. We just take it into the bone, and then pop, and then through the other side of the meat. And we're going to just keep the drumsticks so you find the joint, and just cut right at the joint. Remove the feet. And the lower leg. The lower leg is not anything that you're going to want to eat in this dish. As far as the wings, they've got those folded back for Peking style. We're not doing Peking style, we're doing Boucan style. Now, if y'all have read on the website, you know that the Boucan is the smoking device used by the Taino Indians in the Caribbean during the time of the pirates. Now, for our dry rub for this duck, we could just put him on there just like this. He'd be fine, he'd be good, because there's plenty of fat for flavor on pretty much any duck you buy. But the last time I smoked, I did a chicken for the family, and I didn't put enough salt on it. We're not going to have that risk this time. So we're starting with about 1 cup of salt. That one salt is going to get about 1.5 tablespoons of granulated garlic added to it. Then we're going to put some dark pimento. Now this is dark paprika. And because I did get it in an Asian store, we're going to put a little bit of Asian flavor in there. So this is ground ginger. And notice how much less of this we're using. This is ground clove. You do not want to put a lot of ground clove in, because a lot of ground clove, and that is the only thing you will taste. Ground clove is so strong that when you buy it in a plastic container, you need to use it in about a year, because the clove volatiles, the oils that come out of the cloves, will actually start melting the plastic that they package it in for most other spices. So make sure you use your cloves or buy it in glass. I prefer buying it in glass because, well, you don't need a lot of it. It's a little too. And all back out. And now we have a perfectly rubbed down duck ready to go onto the smoker. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button off to the side. I have no idea where it's going to be. And I'll show you what this thing looks like after a few minutes in the grill. Alright, it is time to take the duck off of the smoker. Our Boucan style duck is ready. It actually smoked for 2 hours, and we are now 30 minutes into a rest, which is perfect. We actually let the smoker cool down a bit with the duck on it. If you follow me, I'll show you what we've got. So here is our perfectly smoked duck. As I said, most of the salt has fallen off. We've got a nice good color. And here is our duck. So we'll start by removing the wings and legs. And it's actually rather easy. Right here next to the drumstick, a pierce and a little cut, and we have it open. Duck, unlike chicken, does not have white meat. It is all dark meat. So we're going to have some color. Just trying to cut at the joint. There it is. And there is our drumstick. That is perfectly tender, perfectly juicy duck. We're going to slice down the center, lightly pressing. We're not pressing hard to take the breast off, because we're not trying to take the bones with it. We just want the breast itself. So you do on both sides of the center, and we have the breast ready. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of the bones to get it separated and get underneath the bone itself, underneath the meat, so that we can remove the breast meat. Duck breast is fattier than any chicken breast because all of the skin had all the fat on it just underneath it. It is a bit longer in shape than a chicken breast, but we can separate it and get the breast off without any of the bone. Boneless duck breast right here. And I'll take that inside and slice it and show you what it looks like. With my favorite knife of the kitchen anyway. This is the Lamson US made cleaver. I end up using this knife for way more than what it's really traditionally for. It's really probably the best vegetable knife, but as you can see, it makes short work of portioning out a duck breast. Now this is more done than a lot of people back at the country club used to like their duck, but quite honestly, I'd rather have more smoke flavor than the pink center. Anyway.